Hello everybody, my name is Chris, and I'm in a car, and I'm going to chat with you. It's Car Chat with Chris, and you're watching Car Chat with Chris. So yesterday's video, you're going to have to forgive me because I don't know how to pronounce it. Perry Rue, I think, made a comment saying how that they went to Dutch Bros after dropping their daughter off to dance, and they wish they were more confident able to talk. And I thought a lot about that. So I want to talk about my experience of becoming more confident with talking to people and how that really happened. It started in elementary school. And I wasn't particularly popular in elementary school. In fact, I was kind of quiet. I didn't have a lot of confidence. I had like 2 or 3 friends I kind of hung out with, but you could kind of tell, you were not into junior high yet, but I could see the way it was going. I could see the kids that were going to become popular. I knew I wasn't one of them. I thought that the boys I thought they were cruel, that were popular, and I don't know, I just didn't like it. So when it came time to go to junior high, we kind of lived on a boundary of this other junior high. Everybody was supposed to go up this junior high this way, and I chose to go to the different junior high. I wanted to separate myself from that whole school. I was like, I wanted to be separated myself. I think like 10 of us from my elementary school ended up going to this junior high. A very small number. And I was very nervous starting junior high. I didn't know anybody. I had like no friends going, and I was very nervous. I remember my dad came into me and he talked to me like the day before school started, and he goes, when you go into school tomorrow, nobody knows who you are. You can be anything. What do you want to be? Do you want to be considered the jock? Do you want your identity to be wrapped around sports? Do you want to be the funny guy? Do you want to be the book smart guy? Do you want to be the brain? Do you want to be the popular guy? Do you want to be the jokester? Do you want to be the quiet kid? What do you want to be? And I was like, that didn't make any sense. I was like, what do you mean? I can't just choose. And he's like, yeah, you 100% absolutely can just choose that. And I was like, well, I want to be popular. That's what I really wanted to be popular. I wanted to have lots of friends. That's what I wanted, is to be popular. My dad said, well, that's easy. If you want to be popular, that's really easy. And he goes, tomorrow, when your first class goes in, he goes, nobody's going to know who you are. So you walk up to 5 kids in your first class, and you walk up to them first. Don't let them come to you. You go to them first and walk up to them and say, hi, my name is Chris. What's your name? And then offer to shake their hand. And I was like, My dad's like, promise me you'll do that. Every class you go in, you will shake 5 kids' hands, but you have to be the one to initiate it. And so I made that promise to my dad, went to school the next day, and I had an English teacher first period, and went in, and my heart was like, the first day jitters, right? And my heart was like, brr, 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 but just beating so fast. And I didn't want to do it. I did not want to do that. I was nervous. I was scared. I felt shy. I did not want it. But I was like, I promised my dad. I promised him. I was like, and I know he's going to ask me. So I was like, I got to do it. So, and I didn't do it right when the class started. I was too nervous. But luckily, the English teacher we had, she'd been teaching a long time. She's an old lady, really good teacher, loved her. And she was like, you know what? Okay, we got a few more minutes left of class. She's like, take the time to get to know each other because you guys are all from new schools and everything. And I was like, this is my chance. And I turn, and there's this guy sitting next to me, and I stood up, and everybody just kind of be quiet. I stood up, and I walked over to him. I said, hi, my name is Chris. What's your name? And I offered my hand. And he looked at me, and he just kind of started laughing, and he grabbed my hand. He's like, Jeff. I'm like, it's nice to meet you, Jeff. And then I turned to the boy that was sitting behind him. I'm like, hi, my name is Chris. What's your name? And I offered to shake his hand. And he laughed too, and he's like, Troy. I'm like, it's nice to meet you, Troy. And at that point, people in the classroom kind of started laughing, and they were all just kind of watching me do this. But the laughter didn't feel intimidating. It felt like, hold on a second, I gotta place an order here. Hey.
Hey, good morning.
Good. How are you doing, man?
Doing pretty good. How about you, brother?
Not bad, not bad.
Beautiful.
You doing okay out here in the cold?
Yeah, it's not too bad so far.
Right.
She's not too cold with the sun out, thankfully.
Are you new?
No, I've been here for a bit. I think we talked once.
Did we talk once? Was I nice?
Yes, you were. You
Oh,
were very
phew.
nice.
Okay, what's your name?
I'm Erin.
Aaron. It's nice to meet you, Aaron. All right, let's pull up here, guys, and we're gonna talk and figure this out. My wife wants a small iced Americano
With caramel.
with sugar-free caramel. Yeah, you know the drill. And then Aaron,
Yeah.
what's your favorite drink?
Hey. You're gonna be upset. I don't drink coffee.
Oh, I think we talked about this, Aaron. We talked about this.
I know.
You drink Rebel, right?
I drink
Rebel's
yeah.
so bad.
I know. It's not my favorite, but.
Okay, I can't do a Rebel. It's just too much sugar and whatever.
Alright,
So
from when I did drink coffee, my favorite, it was always a nutty Irishman, but I did it extra sweet with soft top
okay,
and then caramel drizzle. I don't know. That was really good.
let's do that. What is that?
I did that as a mocha. Are you good with
Yeah,
that?
that's fine. That's fine. Can you? I'm actually recording a video because people. I'm telling them what to order at Dutch, so they just hear your voice. They don't
Okay,
see you.
sounds good. No,
So what is the order again?
So I get an ice, but it is iced hazelnut or not hazelnut truffle, nutty Irishman mocha,
It's an iced nutty Irishman mocha,
extra sweet,
extra sweet,
with soft top and caramel.
with soft top and caramel drizzle.
It's basically like the hazelnut truffle, but it's with Irish cream too. So.
Let's do it.
Yeah.
And a pup cut.
Alrighty, is anything else for you, brother?
That's it. Oh my gosh, they're so good. I love the Dutch Bros employees. They're so kind. Anyways, so I think I was talking about how the classroom kind of started laughing a little bit, but I didn't feel like they were laughing with me. They're kind of laughing with me. I had nervous energy, and I think I turned. There's a girl, and I remember shaking her hand. Her name was Christine, I think. And I don't remember the rest of the day. It was a blur. But that night, I told my dad, and I felt kind of good about it. My dad's like, okay. He's like, tomorrow, do it again. But this time, make sure you do it to kids you did not shake hands with the day before. It's got to be brand new kids. I was like, okay. So the next day, I went to English class. And before class even started, I was like, I'm just going to get it over with. And there's a boy sitting there, and I walked up to him, and I'm like, hi, my name is Chris. What's your name? He's like, Tim. And he's like, he wanted to shake my hand. He's like, hi, Chris. And I noticed that I went and shook hands. People weren't laughing. They're like kind of liking it. What I noticed, so I went back, the same thing, went home, told my dad. He's like, hey, do it again tomorrow. 5 new kids in the class, each class. I noticed though, when by Wednesday, that the kids were hoping that I would come up to them and shake their hand. They thought, they're like, oh, this guy seems confident. They didn't realize I was terrified. My heart hurt. I had a stomach ache, and my heart was beating. It's like, brrr. I had a stomach ache. I wasn't confident. I was scared. But I noticed by Wednesday, they wanted me to approach them now. Now they're like, well, Chris has all these other friends. Is he going to talk to me? And so I did. I just started going and just talking to everybody. I'm like, hey, what's your name? I haven't met you yet. What was your name? Oh, what was your name? What was your name? And just started like kind of getting to know them. And what it kind of did is it kind of made everybody who I shook their hands with and talked to, they all kind of thought I was their friend and became very friendly. And I was like interacting with them and talking to them. And I tried to remember the names. That's an important thing, try to remember names. And so yeah, I got to school and just was like, hey, how's it going, Jeff? Hey, Tim, what's going on, guys? Hey, Susan. And just kind of enjoying it. And I felt that it wasn't super easy for me at first, but the practice, it's like muscle memory. It's like shooting a free throw for basketball. And I know sports analogies aren't really good, but here's the thing, is I would practice shooting free throws endlessly for hours, over and over and over and over and over again. That way, when I was playing a game, if I ever got fouled, I felt a little more confident of shooting a free throw. I hardly made them, but I at least felt more confident. I wasn't like nervous, like shaking, like I don't know what to do. I knew just the muscle memory kicked in. So anyways, that's what happens with just hanging out with these people. So I'm going to fast forward a little bit to 9th grade year. 9th grade year, I have like a lot of friends. And really, to be I'm going to be honest with you. A lot of people knew who I was, and that made me happy. And I was in 7-Eleven, and normally if I was doing this at Provost Park Pass, I would explain this whole era that's bygone, but I think almost everybody who's watching this is older, so they probably understand that. So I was in 7-Eleven, and back in the day, they had arcade machines. You put a quarter in and play a game. And I was playing a game with my friend, his name was Gordon, and Gordon and I were playing this video game and going back, and we were getting pretty good score. And this boy, he came over, and he had those canes on his arms, right? And he came, and he's like standing there, and he's like watching us play, and I look over at him, and I'm like, hey, what's your name? And he's like, I can't remember what he said his name was. And he's like, I'm Travis. And I'm like, Travis, nice to meet you. My name's Chris. And he's like, yeah, I know who you are. Everybody knows who you are. And that was the exact moment I've been wanting my whole life, right? I wanted everybody to know who I was. I really wanted that. But when he said it, it made me sick to my stomach. The way he said it, it just made me sound like it was a slap to the face, like I was a bad person or something. And I remember I wrestled with that. I thought about that a lot. I was like, why did that bother me? And I think when I came to a conclusion, I was like, I want people to know who I am rather than truly being their friends. And I made like this little vow to myself at that point. I made a decision, I guess better than a vow. I made a decision. I was like, you know what? I don't care anymore. I don't care if people know who I am. I don't care anything about that. All I care about is if I'm going to be friendly to people and truly be their friend. And that was like right at the end of 9th grade. So then went through the summer, now I'm in high school, and I didn't care. It's like I was back in 7th grade again. I went to every single person in my class. I talked to them. I didn't care if they were popular. I didn't care if they were socially awkward. I didn't care if they were smart or they're struggling. Nothing mattered to me. I just was like, I want to be friendly. I felt like that was really my important thing, is I wanted to be friendly with that. And so that was my goal, was just to be super friendly. And what I didn't realize, a byproduct of that. In fact, here's a funny story about that. I remember my mom went to parent-teacher conference, and the teacher's like, Chris talks to everybody. Like, he talks to everybody. She goes, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what group they're in. Okay, I'm getting my drinks. Hang on. Hi, guys. Hi. Good. How are you doing? Can I get a topper on that one?
Absolutely
Oh, shoot.
not. Of course.
Thank you. All right, there's Amanda's drink right here. Amanda's drink. I got a little topper on it. Hey, how are you? How was it?
So fun as always.
When did you get back?
We got back Monday night.
Can I get two straws?
Yeah.
Was it fun?
Yeah, it was cloudy and rainy the entire time, but I think Disney's fun now.
Disney's fun anyways,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Disney's great.
It was a lot of fun. It wasn't, the lines weren't bad at all.
Really?
Yeah.
What was your favorite ride to do?
It's always Rise Resistance.
That's a classic.
Or the Guardians of the Galaxy too.
I love that one. I love that one too. Did you do Pirates though?
Yeah, of course.
Ooh, this is very good.
Is that good?
Yeah, it's very
What did
good.
you get today?
What was it? A mocha, nutty Irishman.
Oh yeah, Nutty Irishman's good.
Nutty Irishman.
Get that one.
That's awesome.
Okay,
All right, see you guys.
later. See ya. Bye, Chris.
Bye. This is so good. Mocha, nutty Irishman, caramel drizzle, extra sweet. This makes up for yesterday's drink. Yesterday's drink I didn't like it very much. This is so good. Cabo's got her pup cup. I put a little stopper on Amanda's drink because Cabo, she goes hard on her pup cup. And she will sometimes, I worry that her ears will get into Amanda's drink. Hang on, I'll show you. She's going hard. So I got a little pup cup, and time for me to go. And anyways, so the teacher told my mom, she's like, he talks to everybody. It doesn't matter, it doesn't matter all the groups. My mom's like, yeah, he just likes to do that. What I didn't realize, by truly being friendly, by being truly friendly to everybody, even the people who are mean to me, I tried to be friendly to everybody, is it actually made me popular. I think a true popular, I think everybody felt like they're my friends. Like, I'd walk down the hallway, people were like, Chris. I'm like, hey. I would talk to them. I would take time to get to know them and get to know their stories. And I like that. And I didn't care I didn't care so much about like, I didn't care anymore about being considered popular. I just wanted to be friendly. And I think that made a huge difference and impact in my life because I tried to carry that. And it's all because of that one kid, when I was playing a video game, the arcade machine, it just disgusted me the way he says, yeah, everybody knows who you are. And all of a sudden, I realized, I'm like, that's horrible. So I just wanted to be kind. You know what I would do in high school though? Like we had high school dances. I had some good friends, and I loved going to high school dances, and we'd go in a big group. Like a bunch of my guy friends, we'd all ask out girls, and we'd go to these dances. And like I didn't really start dating anybody too serious until maybe like my senior year. Before that, I never really had like a steady girlfriend or anything like that. And my mom had this rule that if I wasn't allowed to go to 2 dances in a row with the same person. She wanted me dating lots of people. So what I would do when it came to high school dances, I would literally look in a classroom I had and try to find the girl who I knew the least, like who I didn't know at all. That was the girl that I asked to go to dance with me, because I felt like at least if I didn't know her, this is my mind. It's kind of crazy. I figured if I didn't know her, then we'd have something to talk about while we were at the dance, because I could like, oh, so like I could at least get to know. I felt like if I knew them really well, then we'd just be sitting there and I wouldn't have anything to talk about. So whenever it came to high school dances, I'd always end up asking a girl that I didn't know, and then my friends, they usually just kind of ask the same girls over and over, and then I would go to the dance, and I had a blast. I just had so much fun just like talking to the girl. Hey, what like, oh, so you have brothers, you have sisters? Oh my gosh, it's crazy. What? Oh yeah, get to know you. Oh, your favorite color is pink? That's amazing. And I just felt like that was way easier. So anyways, that's my story. So I think if you have a hard time talking to somebody, the trick is to get them to talk about themselves. In fact, I can do that, and if you want, maybe on tomorrow's video, I don't know if I'll do a video tomorrow, but maybe the next video, if I remember, I'll tell you the secrets on how to talk with people. I used to teach that, actually, if you could believe that. At corporations, I used to teach effective communication tactics, and I could teach you some good things to do on how to be a little more confident when you talk to people, if you guys are interested in that. If not, that's not gonna hurt my feelings, because this is just for me to chat with you guys. So anyways, I hope you guys have a fantastic Saturday. It's jam-packed today. Amanda's still not feeling too good, but she's getting better. Miles has got sparring and in karate. He loves it, but he hasn't been in a while, and so I gotta take him to sparring. That's where Amanda's heart just stops, because they're punching. Like he got punched hard, like bam, like right to the head. And like, I know Amanda's like, ugh! But Miles was like, Dad, I got hit in the head. But I stood up and I just kept going. I was like, all right, okay. Anyways, oh, she's already done her pup cut. You're such a good puppy. All right, guys, you have a fantastic day. And remember, you're amazing. And I'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.